It has been so dry here. We're in upstate New York, and I'm gonna tell you guys, it just started to like drizzle. It did a little bit yesterday. I think my mom had more of a storm, and she's located closer to Syracuse. But every time it looks like it's gonna rain, all it does is do a few drops. But hopefully we get a storm. But look at the clouds. Look at the grass. Look how dry it is. It actually looks a little bit more perky than it did yesterday, but the sky makes it look so much more like it's gonna rain. Garbage man never came because it was July 4th weekend, but the grass actually feels a little bit wet, but you can just see our lawn is just brown, which if you live in upstate New York, we have a lot of the lush green. The apple orchards look good though. They don't look all dry. The trees look pretty okay. And that's where the birdseed got dropped, and we just said, hey, we're just going with it, you know? So we're going to get some sunflowers. A lot of my flowers didn't do so hot this year, but they're doing okay, but they could have did a lot better. But our vegetables, because they're in the bucket system that Clay made, are doing fabulous. So we will have lots of good food because we can water those, but really we haven't even been watering them that much because they kind of self-water the way Clay has them set up, and so you just put a little bit of water in. There's a birdie flying. They're probably getting excited for the water. And that's what it looks like up here in upstate New York here in July. As you can see, the sky looks promising, but we've been promised rain for a couple days, and all we got was some drizzle, and it's been really hot. And even yesterday it wasn't as hot, but I don't know if it was from day after day after day of being warm. It just didn't seem to get that stuff for it. I've kept Mr. Kitty inside. I did let him outside a little bit today on the dog lead because I just felt like it was too hot for him. Although he still likes it. He sits under a shade tree. When it gets like over 90, I just keep him in. But I figured, I don't want to get too hot. But he's in now because I'm worried it's going to rain on him. Spoiled cat. But my mother, when she was visiting, and actually she will be here for another visit at the end of the month. But my deer had babies. Like that? We're going to move this too. And there's my sunflowers. Looks like they're going to have a sunflower soon. But just look at, the leaves are turning up on the trees. So they're crying for rain. Oh, looks like there's a little spider web right there. If you guys can see that. Try to show you all that nature. Oh, here comes my husband. You gonna go check the bees? Look at this. What do you think?
I think we need the rain.
I do too. Look at
I see it did sprinkle a little bit, must be, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit wet. I got sandals on, and I can feel the water on the ground a little bit.
Definitely need to green up this lawn.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that. I think those are cornflowers. No, they're not. Oh, I don't know what they're called. If anyone knows, please comment.
They're just a wildflower.
Like a trash man drove right by. Oh, the trash man drove by. Which I have to say,
did they empty it?
No, because, well, I don't think so. I was just out here check and see. He's gonna check the trash. Nope. He didn't empty it. And our son-in-law of sorts works for the trash company. So they rode right by us.
Good look at the bees real quick. Before it rains.
Yes, sir. Let's see what they're up to. Watch us get out here and then it's going to storm. Yeah, it's okay if it does. This is what we have. I don't remember the ground. I think because the weeds are standing up, it makes it muddy. because the weeds are standing up, the green leaves, it makes it look funny.
Well, you see it greened up a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah, I noticed it did too. I noticed we had a little bit greener grass. It sounds so funny when it's so brown, but it did green up a little.
Should be able to cut these down and mow over them. We got
Yeah,
some nice seed pods though.
yeah, we did. Let's see.
From the
Oh,
peonies.
yeah.
Let them dry out and then you can pick them off and replant if you like.
I have to do some updates. I put my African violets outside and they also perked up a little bit. I need to get a few more dear African violets because some of them just didn't do well this year. Okay, hopefully the gentleman will call us for the bees today. That's what we're hoping, today or tomorrow. Hopefully today because church is tomorrow. But
He may be waiting till 9 o'clock.
Right,
'cause
he'll
most
probably
people don't
wait.
be bothered on the weekend.
well, he sounds like he's been a busy gentleman, and we really appreciate that this gentleman's helping us out.
Just hope these guys are going to be all right until then. It don't look like there's
I know, we really kind of,
much activity in there.
this was a disaster
If
for us.
yeah, this was a
I
terrible.
mean, we really had a bad situation with this. This is
There's
something,
still a few bees.
we should have bought more hives, but we didn't, we're newbies. So, and we thought we'd be able to get a queen quicker. Well, we didn't really think we would. We just kind of went with it. All it did for me was to show us that we should raise more bees and sell nukes to
Well,
help other people.
The book I read said that
Or recommend somebody that we know.
they
that-
recommend you at least have 2 hives. Don't
Oh,
never have 1 hive.
but we're going to get 2 or 3, but I mean, we're going to either raise them ourselves or find good people like the gentleman that's helping us out and recommend them to other people.
Boy, they emptied
Probably do a little bit of
the
both.
robber bees emptied that honey right out of here. Terribly.
Oh, yeah. Right, we'll probably do a little bit of both. Probably maybe sell a little bit ourselves just to help somebody and then recommend that other guy for helping us out.
These are about all we got left. Look at it. Most of them are drones.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Now, can the worker bee lay a drone egg?
Yes, that's what I was told.
Okay, that's what I was hearing. Okay.
There are some worker bees left.
Okay, so there are a few left, so that'll
Yeah.
be good. Pray, everybody pray that guy can, and pray that,
We can get that queen here pretty quick.
pray God blesses that man big time financially for helping us out too. Because, I mean, that was very nice.
Okay.
He tried to do
Don't
what
get
he could,
upset, girls.
but he just had to wait on his hive.
Let's see, there's a bunch of drone cell there, them bumped up ones. Definitely in need of that queen. Poor girls are, look at all them drone.
Yeah, we'll be lucky. Well, if they get a queen, if we get a queen cell, if he has an extra hive baby, get it. If we have a box to
Well,
put him
I've made a new bottom and a new top, so,
in. We might have to eat beans for a month, but
well, I'm not gonna eat beans for a month.
well, you know
because
what
of a
I'm
bunch of
saying.
bees, but
If we take a financial
we
hit.
definitely got to get somebody. There's some honey in there.
Well, I want my husband to be able to retire in 3 years, and I'll mention this here. Chia Chatter really, it was such a blessing. She made a comment about her and her husband retiring, and that just like pushed me over the edge. Like, we're just doing it, So she and her husband have retired, and we're going to do it too. It was a wonderful comment that she made
There's some honey in there, but not much.
about how her and her husband were able to retire, and I think that just
They're cleaning up.
helped me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going one. You're talking one thing, and I'm talking another.
If we're getting the queen soon, we've got some space for her to start laying right away. So
Honey, I was saying I want to get the bees because I want you to be able to retire and do
I'd like
stuff.
to retire too, but you got to be able to support yourself.
Well, I was saying that Chia Chatter made that comment about how her and her husband just kind of believed the Lord and they just went with it.
Well, I'm
and were able
glad.
to do it. We're
I'm
gonna
glad
do
they
that.
were able to do it. Some people just can't do it. And
No, I know, but we're going to be able to do it because we have to, because of our situation. We have to retire in 3 years. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah. Try our best. Hey,
We
little
will.
bee, you sat right there the whole time, didn't you?
You guys watch. We will. Anyway, there's the bees.
Well, it was I was at lunch
Yeah.
yesterday, and the guy I work with, Mike, said, you made any videos lately? I said, yeah, usually just about one a day. He goes, what are you videoing on? I said, well, on the chickens, the garden, the bees. He goes, bees? You got bees? I go, yeah, we got bees.
Well, the girls at the dentist were laughing about the bees too.
Well, most people think that...
Well, they weren't laughing. They were surprised.
Most people think that when you say bees, they're thinking a swarm.
Yeah.
And you're going to get stung, and they don't realize honeybees are a different type of bee. Let's see
how's your feeder doing?
Well, the feeder's empty. I got to make up some sugar water this morning, but it's not going to do any good if it's going to rain, because they won't even come out of the hive if it's raining.
I have to touch on this because
It must be...
there, that's what I'm saying. There. Look at that. Was that the sugar water?
I think it was just rainwater.
Oh, okay. You have more sugar anyway, right?
Yeah. We bought a bag yesterday. I'll just leave that, because if it's going to rain, they're not going to come out. There's no sense putting sugar water out if it's only going to fill up with regular water.
Do they have any honey to eat though, a little bit?
Yeah, they have a little bit in there. I noticed that.
So anyway, honey, right? You're retiring in 3 years, right?
I hope to, yes.
Yep. And I was trying to say, which I will say again, thank you, Chia Chatter, for that comment. Clay's acting a little bit negative this morning, but yesterday we were talking, he said definitely.
Oh, I'm definitely retiring at 62. I can't.
I
just can't do it anymore.
But because that Chia Chatter made that beautiful remark, it just gave me the faith to believe that we can do it because they did it.
Well, 20 years ago when I said I can't wait for retirement, I really can't wait for retirement.
He needs to retire. My husband does.
Definitely need to get them queens. If I get one queen for this one, we may be able to save the hive. I'll take one frame of brood from the other one that is coming and give it to this hive.
Well, let's go over and look at the chickens, because we have to do the call on these guys. Are we doing it this year or next year?
What's that?
Getting rid of the excess birds.
Doing probably this fall and spring.
Okay. The fall's a junky time to, I was going to say crappy.
It is a crappy time for selling
It's a crappy time
animals.
to sell your birds. So I
Because
didn't know if we could do the call
everybody's
early.
getting rid of stuff.
Well, they don't
for
want
the
to
winter.
pay like they do.
They don't want to winter everything. Well,
And we don't.
I'm not worried about wintering them.
Well, winter them first till spring then, because then we'll know who's really good and active. It's only a few months anyway.
I got to put this.
Because spring you'll get twice as much.
If I don't get the call about the bees, I'm going to put some of this orange stuff up around this fence.
Okay.
How are these guys doing?
We're kind of at the mercy of that phone call, so we might as well.
Well, I'm not going to be at the mercy
You
of
worked
it.
all last week.
I've got work to do.
I know.
We've got the 5 giants. They're getting much bigger, so they can't get through the wire anymore. Now, we got the chick wire on there. They can't get through it at all, but they were getting through the chain link.
Personality-wise, they're very timid compared to some of the other birds. For them being big boys.
Well, they're not as afraid this week as they were last week. So I guess they get more docile as they get larger.
You know why I think this is? Because we had them in the brooder, and compared to the quail and all the other birds, we had right up close to our faces from day one. So these guys are as tame, I think. Do you agree or not?
Well, it was such a small confined space too.
Right, but they'll warm up.
Well, they're getting better.
Well, as they see that.
They used to freak out, and now they don't bother anymore.
Well, they went from there to being with the big chickens. Now have their own space, and soon they'll be ruling the whole.
Well, they get
flock.
about 3 or 4 inches taller. They'll be in with the rest of
I
them.
don't really want to sell any of these guys. I want them to have babies. And I want my call ducks to have babies and to get more call ducks. I'm whispering so my husband doesn't hear that.
No more call ducks.
Pray that I get
I
more
heard
call
that.
ducks. I love call ducks. I liked Pekin ducks too until we ate them, and then I felt bad after eating them.
And some-
Remember where we ate the Pekin ducks?
Yeah, got some nice peppers going on. This one's still alive even after it was broken off in that storm. I'm just going to leave it.
Oh my goodness, honey, look at the water. Is that filled with the top?
Yep.
We need to start using that. good rainwater.
Well, it's used for these, but you can only use so much. So.
Okay, so do these leaves look like they're turning up to the rain?
The one up front did.
I thought the one up front did too. This one looks like he's
Well,
thinking about
if
it.
they get a little rain, then we got a little rain. Must be this morning or yesterday. Look at these bok choy. Got to be cut and clipped and dried, and there's our soups for the winter.
Oh yeah. Look at these guys all up here.
Yeah, they're looking for some food.
So,
I'll give them a little something to tide them over. I got to go to the feed store in about 10 minutes.
okay, look at them all.
All right, calm down.
Just so everybody knows, if I unsubscribe from you, I will subscribe again. YouTube has something, and it's no big deal. Everybody on YouTube a while knows that some accounts, for some reason, they just unsubscribe people from. I just sub to everybody again when that happens. So, just keep staying subscribed to me so I can subscribe back to you. Right? So, just the YouTube thing. Did somebody, oh that's a rock. I thought somebody laid an egg in the middle of the thing.
There's also one of them little plastic Easter eggs in here, too. Okay, back up, children.
Oh, there's a plastic Easter egg somebody laid?
These are the children of the corn.
And the children, there they are. There's the name of this video, The Children of the Corn. That's that. I've never seen the movie, but
Right. It was an evil movie.
I heard that it would be too scary to watch.
Let's see. Who's brave enough? Come on. It's time to be brave. You little guys are something else. Come on. Come on.
You know you want that. There you go.
Hey, be nice. That's good.
We got a video more of feeding time because that Mick, our big Australorp, is pretty bossy to everybody these days.
Hey, behind me, you like a little bit? Let's see if you guys want a little bit. Here's some.
The quail on the other side are getting some. Look yummy.
They're what?
The quail on the other side look yummy. Well, we won another sweepstake, which we'll be posting that when it gets here. Some tools. Clay and I won some tools. And if you're not sweepstaking and you want to earn some extra, just go to our blog, localbackyardfarm.blogspot.com. I share them as I find them.
You guys want to try a little corn?
I also have senior discounts too on my blog and some surveys and rewards. Just, you know, freebies. Sometimes you guys, I don't always talk about that stuff, but I have a few blogs. But just so you guys know, because, I mean, might as well take advantage.
I'm going to try the chicks on some cracked corn.
Get some of those freebies. I think this morning I posted some free lotion, and I never pay for magazines or anything like that. I always get them free. So, and sweepstaking. It's kind of how I help my family. Sweepstaking and product reviews and blogging and all kinds of stuff. Keeps me fresh and occupied. I've been doing this stuff for years. Before Clay. Been doing product reviews for, oh my goodness, so long I can't remember. And I got into sweepstaking actually after I met Clay. And extreme couponing, I did a lot of that. Clay and I used to love going to the grocery store and extreme coupon. Remember all the coupons we used to get all the stuff for free? Oh my goodness. I still have things from when I was really hot and heavy. We're gonna do some more couponing too. Not like we did before because it's just the two of us.
Oops, sorry guys. Got you a little wet.
I don't like getting a bunch of things that we can't, like, here's my attitude. If we're not going to use it, I give it away right away before it goes bad, right? So before with the couponing, I mean, we had so much stuff. And I just, like I said, if we get too much stuff, I like to give it away like ASAP. Kind of like cleaning out the toilet, huh?
Gotta get a new brush. This one here's getting worn down pretty good.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Needs a little better cleaning, but
Well,
I gotta get to the feed store and get them some food too.
yeah, these guys got to get an update on their food.
But the chicks need some water in the meantime. Need some barnyard work today.
And I'm still catching up from my mom, and then we got my son's wedding at the end of the month. And
A lot going on this month.
there's a lot going on this month for us. And last month, I think I spent the whole month not feeling well, but then I have to go. I have one more visit to the dentist. I have 2 free dental appointments. I mean, my dentist is like the best. We saved up for a long time, though, to do the dental work. I did. I should say my husband, because he takes really good care of me. We take care of each other. I don't overspend, right? I don't buy anything without asking my husband, ever. It's not worth it. I'm not picking on anybody that has a different setup, but that's what works for us. And getting close to retirement, it's really important.
Well, we live frugally, but
Well, we live well.
we don't starve ourselves. We have our bills are all paid.
Well, it's like,
I mean, there's ways of doing things, and we just do it that way.
well, I would say, but we're not Amish or Mennonite. But
But there's nothing wrong with.
no, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying is we would probably be the next step there because we don't spend money we don't have. We use what we have, and financially we do great because we just have different priorities. And I'm not saying other people are different, but it works. We coupon. I do what I can. He does what he can. And some things you have to have a mortgage. You have to have a car payment. I mean, if you can pay those things off, it's great. But that's just how we live. I just heard Rob Thompson just.
That was not very good.
What's that? What's that, Dad? What happened?
Got almost all the way into the chickens in the bottom.
Oh no!
I got water all over me, all over
well,
the
not too
poor
bad
chicks,
though. Not
all
too
over
bad.
the floor. Now
I don't know
gotta
about
find-
you, but I'm not showering before tonight because I have to go to church in the morning.
These things are good waters,
I
but
never saw one break.
they're only. I've had 2 or 3 of them break. They're only good for about 2 seasons.
Oh wow, I never knew that. Well, I don't fill those usually.
Well, I guess I can save the bottom, but the
See?
top is wasted.
We're talking about frugal living. There you go. He's not going
See,
to
there's another bottom that the top broke off. 2 more bottoms.
see what he's going to say.
This is the 3rd one that's broke. The bottoms are still good, but
You can use them for water dishes, feed dishes.
yeah, I can use them for just about anything. But doesn't help when you're limited for water jugs and They fall apart on you. I got the winter waters. I guess I can use those. I'll use this one for the chicks for now.
Well, anyway, I was saying that.
That means I got to buy 2 more of them.
Yeah. That Rob Thompson did a.
I think I have one in the other barn too. Where the Wyandottes were. I think there's one more of these out there. I have to do it.
Look at that. Oh.
Another thing to go in the garbage. Watch the garbage men come now that I'm
Yeah,
going to throw
I
something
know,
away.
I know. He probably was waist down the street. Anyway, he did a seminar with the Mennonites, and they were asking, they always want to improve and do better, and they were asking, you know, they said they felt bad for their lifestyle, like they were maybe, not bad, but they were saying like they didn't know if their lifestyle held them back. And he said, you guys are doing like everything right. You know, and because this guy's like a preacher, businessman type of guy, and I just love watching his videos. But anyway, I like a lot of preachers. But anyway, he was talking about that, and it is true. Mom and Dad used to live in Lancaster, and I mean, some of these people, like I guess the Mennonites had several businesses and everything. You know, businessmen would like
Depends
to live
on
like that.
where you're from. Some of them say Lancaster, some of them say Lancaster.
Well, they usually say Lancaster. They will correct me because Mom and Dad grew up in Lancaster. They can speak German and all that. I'm the next generation. I can't do any of it. Mom and Dad had lots of Amish and Mennonite friends. To me, it was all new until I moved up here with Clay. And Clay, we have all that up here. You know, we have people we know that are Amish and Mennonite and all that too.
Well, let's see if we can do this again.
Okay, let's see what you do, baby cakes.
I'm gonna wash the top off. Well, I got the top from the other one. I can get that one. I already scrubbed that one.
Ooh, look at some of those chickens are nasty.
Rinse it this time. That was a disappointment, huh, girls? Poor little babies wanted to drink, and now they gotta wait.
I think you got somebody wet in there. You just sprayed water in the barn.
You think I got somebody wet in
You just
here?
sprayed some water in the barn by accident. Just a squirt. It won't do anything.
The chicks all got wet when the top broke out of it. I just ready to set it on the pedestal, and
They probably felt like oh, this feels cool.
they figure out what happened. Guess it helped it was on full blast.
I see a mosquito. I don't think the video on these cameras are as good as the old, but I think the sound is better. Because the other sound used to pick me up and not Clay, and it's just
Well, if I'd have known that was going to break, I would have stopped at Tractor Supply and bought 2 more yesterday.
Well, you can buy more when you buy me more yarn.
No, you got 15 things of yarn
You bought me
yesterday.
50 skeins of yarn yesterday.
You got plenty.
I know, I love it. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. That made my day. He did. He bought me 15 skeins of yarn.
I tell her no, that we can't afford it, and she still talks me into it.
No, I didn't talk you into it. They were $1 a skein. How could I beat it?
I left her for a minute and said, don't pick anything up. And when I come back, she got a cart full of...
I told you I was going to buy something, and then I changed my mind when I saw they were so cheap. But you can't beat that. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. And how much money did you spend? The same amount.
Same amount.
He bought 2 things for our thing. We're just picking on each other. We really are picking. He knew before I went in there I was going to buy something, but I changed my mind from one thing to another. If he said no, I wouldn't. I would not have. And I don't just throw things in the cart. I always ask. I said, these are on sale. Can I have these? I told him a deal, and he said yes. Of course, girls, I did do a lot of praying earlier. I think I prayed. I usually do. Can I have the Lord? Okay, I'm going to end this video. Honey, I'm going to end this video. It's at 30 minutes. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.
Bye-bye.